Kidding, baby. It's a joke.
Welcome back to the podcast. We're
Welcome
your
back to
host.
the.
I'm Abigail.
Wait, what happened?
Start.
Welcome back to the podcast,
We're your hosts. I'm Abigail.
and I'm Matt. And
We just did that
today,
intro like 7 times.
and today, we're going to be reviewing two movies that we saw this last week. One of them
Both
being
really good.
Hoppers that we saw together, and the other one being Ready or Not 2 that we saw separately. I saw Ready or Not 2 obviously with Padre.
With my padre.
With Padre.
With my padre.
And yeah, so which one do you want to start with?
Uh
You want to start
Hoppers.
Hoppers? Okay. Do you want to do your
I can go first.
quick little thoughts first?
I have some feelings about Hoppers. Okay, so firstly, I think that it is a great movie. I was not looking at notes over here. I have no notes. Very prepared. It's a great movie. It was actually a really good movie. I did
I believe
think
you.
that some of it was a little crazy, and a little scary. So, for one, good stuff first. Let's go good stuff first. I thought that the plot was really good. I did think that the character development was really good. I thought the animation was really, really, really cool. And I liked the whole idea. It was like environmentalism meets science. Well, not that environmentalism isn't science. Look at me. I sound like a doofus. Environmentalism meets like technology, that whole thing. And then yeah, it was just really good. Um Honestly, the worst thing stuck out very much because of how good the movie was. So literally just in the beginning, there was a jump scare with a bear, and I was the only person in the movie theater that screamed.
Hmm.
Did it need to a scream? No, probably not. Did I scream? Yes, I did. And I was not expecting that to be spooky. And then at the end of the movie, there's this really creepy thing. If you haven't seen it, stop watching now because there will be spoilers. But there was just this like he's a robot, and basically the main villain, somebody imitates him in a robot form, but it looks just like him. It's like a clone, but a robot. And his skin is like a suit that goes over all of the metal and technology, and they take off his head part of his suit, and it was kind of giving like FNAF. Like I just didn't, it was very creepy. And then when the like headpiece comes off, it just is so creepy looking. It's so creepy. um so yes, I did not like that. And also there's this part with the shark where like it like starts flying because birds are carrying it. I did not like that because I thought that the rest of the movie did a really good job on like a more realistic front, not like legitimately because the concept is kind of insane, but that one day there could be technology like that, who knows? But it's very highly unlikely. I don't know if I'd be right to say impossible, but like that birds would actually carry a shark out of the ocean. And they're not like robotic, very strong birds. They're like regular good old birds. I think they're like seagulls or something. What was her name? Daisy? The shark?
Yes,
Yeah, and
I think it
it
was
was good.
Daisy.
It was good. But the movie I thought it was great. It had like a grief storyline. It had like sorry, I just moved my camera.
You're fine.
It had like it just was a good movie. It was entertaining. I would not take any kid to see this movie. I would take older kids to see this movie because it was honestly a little bit creepy in the end. Like if we took my little cousin, to be fair, who's scared of half of the world, but if we took him to
I was
see
like,
this
that's not a
movie,
really a fair
he
comparison.
yeah, no. But if we took him to see this movie, he's 5, he would have pooped his pants
Yeah.
very much. I almost did. So, yeah.
Out of 5.
Ooh, like a 4.
Okay,
What?
that's just crazy.
Is that high?
That's so high. That's so high.
Really? I thought it was fine. Well, I don't know. I guess what's a 4? It's 8 out of 10?
You
Yeah,
gave
like, it was
Project
fine.
Hail Mary a 2.5.
That's because, like, the writing wasn't that good.
You're.
But this movie's writing was good and the animation was good. Actually,
I just feel like
stop.
you have a
Wait,
skewed
wait.
score in Disney movies.
I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5
Okay.
and I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 because this is geared towards children, and I would not take a child to watch this movie.
Okay.
And also there's, like, dark innuendos in this movie. My review's almost over, but there's, like, really dark innuendos. Like, there's, like, a part where they hint at, like, one of the characters would, like, kill themself or something. Do you remember that? And then
When
the caterpillar's mom dies. Mom, right? She's the monarch, yeah, she
yeah,
dies, and then
she
he,
gets
like, fake
squashed.
cries and then is, like, happy that she's dead. Oh, and the squishing. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna squish Jerry." W
Mhm.
They're talking about killing somebody. They're like, "We are going to kill him."
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Like, hello? Are we
We're okay?
Disney? Pixar? No, we're not. We're not okay.
So,
What did you think?
I think it's one of the weaker Pixar movies, in my opinion. Like, I did not like the main character at all. I thought she was very annoying 90% of the movie. Like,
Oh, I thought she was
I
kick-ass.
thought, oh no, what she's trying to do is fantastic, and why she's trying to do it. You understand everything with her grandmother and blah blah blah. I think that's all cute, but she is annoying as hell. Like her personality is annoying, and I'm like, I
Okay.
don't really care about this character in any way, shape, or form,
Okay.
and that's really a big problem in my opinion because you're gonna spend the next hour to 2 hours with this character in your face, so you want to like them. And I think Pixar has done a really good job at building extremely likable characters. You know what I mean? And
I
it's not
agree.
like, you look at Toy Story, they built a whole cast of likable, lovable characters. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, there's some likable characters in the movie, right? Like the little lizard is adorable, and like there's like I like the beaver, the guy beaver. Um, a lot of the animals are very likable for all the time that they're there. Um, but for the most part, the main, I guess you want to say like the main like 2 to 3 characters, because like it would be what the girl, her antagonist is Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry's like theoretically the antagonist that they become like they kind of see each other, they see what they're both trying to achieve at the end of the day, the whole like moral of the
Yeah.
story that they're doing. Like he was very annoying as well. Um,
And then the main otter,
Otter,
the main, like, the best friend who's the king.
the beaver.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What?
You,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
is a beaver.
No, I
Sorry.
liked the beaver. He was good.
I
He was
also liked
funny.
him.
He was cool. But like for the most part, Jerry and her I didn't like. Um, and I don't know. It's just like it's such a. I think it's like a miss for Pixar. And also, it didn't feel like a Pixar movie. It felt like a Disney animated movie, if that makes any sense. Maybe
I don't think it felt like either.
I hold Pixar to such a high regard personally, which might be a mistake of mine because they do make a lot of movies that I don't like. They do make some movies that are terrible, like Cars 2, 3, 4, 17, and Red Bear, whatever the fuck it's called, Big Red
Turning red.
Clifford the Big Red Dog, and then The Good
Hey, don't
Dinosaur.
diss Clifford.
Like there's
Clifford's
been
the
a
big
lot of
red
misses by
DAWG.
Pixar, but I feel like those are the ones I just ignore, and like they have such big highs in a lot of the movies they do. And I feel like this is another one of those that it's like it's not as bad as like Turning Red or The Good Dinosaur or the Cars, most of the Cars franchise, but I don't think it's anywhere near stuff like um The Incredibles, uh any of the Toy Story movies, Monsters Inc., Up, Wally, Ratatouille. You know what I mean? Like the
I agree.
bangers. And then oh my god, what is the Italy one? I literally just forgot.
Luca.
Luca, stuff like that. Encanto, like it's just there's so many great Pixar movies, and this felt more like it even reminded me a lot of Big Hero 6 in the animation. Big Hero 6 is a phenomenal movie, and it's like one of my favorite Disney non-Pixar animated movies because it's not a Pixar film, but it literally felt so much like the animation style of Big Hero 6.
Yeah, I did.
So
She looks a lot like him.
she looks really similar to him. I don't know if the way the characters like are animated, like the way that they look, their body structure and everything is very similar to that animation style, in my opinion. I don't know
Yeah.
if they were the same animators. Obviously, it's a both they're both Disney movies. One is Pixar, one is Walt Disney Animation, but obviously they're under the same umbrella, so maybe they share people that work for the companies and like maybe they've had like the character design distributed outward. I don't know I don't know the structure behind it, but it was very similar to Big Hero 6 in the way it looked. But all in all, the story was just like it was like mid. I would give it like I don't want to give it a 2.5 because I feel like this is the problem with the out of five is like it's really difficult to like rate something properly.
From my findings, it's not the same people.
Okay, but it's very difficult to rate something like this out of like to give it out of five is really difficult. You know what I mean?
Well, I give it a 3 because I liked the animation. That
Like
gives it a point for me.
this movie
I liked
is
the character development. I liked that yeah, just think of, like, a few I don't know.
like this movie is far worse um than Project Hail Mary in my opinion, right? And I gave Project Hail Mary a 3.5, which I almost want to retroactively go back and give a 4 because everything else is so like the story is the only problem with that movie and everything else is so phenomenally good that like I almost felt like it was a disservice giving it a 3.5 and not a 4. But then I'm also comparing a 4 to like Sinners. I gave Sinners a 4. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And like out of
Mhm.
a scale of 5, which we use because that's what they use on Letterbox, it's really difficult to rate something like I have to give this movie like a 2.5 even though I kind of want to give it a 3. You know what I mean? Or like I want to gotta give it like
Yeah.
a 2.75. Like I want to give it like I don't want to give it's like difficult. I'm gonna give it a 3 at the end of the day. I'm just gonna say 3. I'm gonna agree with you and do the same score. But like I feel like it's too close to Project Hail Mary, unless I can retroactively change my Project Hail Mary review to 4. But then again, I feel like Project Hail Mary, if I give that a 4, it's too close to Sinners.
You're saying too many words
You
now.
know what I mean? Because I gave Sinners a 4.
Somewhat.
I gave Sinners a 4.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And then
But you can give it a the same score for different reasons.
no, no, because the thing is, Sinners does everything exceptionally well, right? The writing, the
Okay.
cinematography, everything. Project Hail
Yeah.
Mary does everything like 100% except the writing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so it gets just yes, that's what I'm saying
So
though.
like
You can do that with hoppers.
Hoppers does nothing
You know what's
well.
so funny? You know why I can't agree with you? Because I've been saying this since day 1 that I have a hard time rating things because it's so hard to compare movies and, like, ridiculously so. Obviously, it's so hard to compare them. It's like comparing 2 of your friends. Let's say one of them you've been friends with since you were really little, but you're not super, super, super tight anymore versus a friend that you've had for 6 months who you've gotten very, very close with. You might, like, think of them both equally, just in different ways
Yeah.
because like, that's why I don't like rating movies. But since you forced me since day 1, pick a rating,
I'm
Matthew.
gonna give it a 3 if I can retroactively change my Project Hail Mary to 4.
Okay.
If I can make Project Hail Mary a 4, because the gap
Then
between this
you're
movie,
giving Project Hail Mary the same thing as Sinners?
that's the problem because the writing is bad in Project Hail Mary, but everything else, like the cinematography in Project Hail Mary, shits on Sinners. Like it's so much better.
But do you not feel
The
the same way
sound
about this
design
movie?
shits on Sinners. So much better.
Do you do you not feel the same way about this movie? Like, everything
Hoppers?
was good except the writing? Yeah, I
No,
feel
no,
like
no, no, no,
everything was
no, 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 no,
amazing.
no. The acting was bad. The writing was bad. I didn't like some of the animation. The character to this the character like there was a lot of issues with this movie, but it's still like an enjoyable movie. It's not like
That's
it's not
crazy.
dog shit. Like I'm not like it's not like I said, it's not Cars 2.
I think they just marketed it wrong because if you go
Well, the
into a movie
trailer
thinking
is
it's gonna
nothing
be
like the
Pixar.
movie.
That's what I'm saying. I think they marketed it wrong. If you go into a movie and it's got Pixar on the title, you're thinking, first of all, very kid friendly.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Like,
That I don't care about.
well, no, wait,
Wally
wait.
is an extremely
No, because
unkid friendly movie. Up is literally about the death of his wife and like dealing with all that stuff.
but they make it kid friendly. It's not like they come out and they go, yeah, she just croaked.
What wasn't kid
She just
friendly about
there's
this
well,
movie? Like other than like the bear jumping out and
they joke
scaring you.
about suicide. The whole plot is about murder. What?
But like,
They even did,
look
like,
at
the
90% of the
circle
movies of
they even
Pixar.
did, like, the circle of life, which The Lion King did, but The Lion King did it kid-friendly. We don't literally talk about murder the entire movie. This movie literally was about murder for, like, 40%, and that 40% was only about murder. Nothing else. We just need to kill the guy. I was like, "This is not a kid movie." I think okay,
I don't
for
think that's an
example,
issue.
The Wild Robot was not advertised. It's like an animated movie, but it wasn't advertised per se as a kid movie. So, like, the jokes in it are really funny, like, when the possum like, when the little baby po if you haven't seen The Wild Robot, go watch it right now. It's the one of the best animated movies of all time. But the little baby possum, like, disappears, and then the mom is like, it sounds like he dies, and then the mom is like, "Yeah," and then he comes back, and the mom's like, "Great, I'm so happy you're here, like, congrats." And she's, like, upset that he's not dead. Like, that is funny because you're going in and you're not expecting, like, "Oh, this is gonna be like your average Pixar movie." I wasn't expecting Pixar because it's not a freaking Pixar movie. You expect certain standards from certain studios. So, like, Pixar, I expect them to, like, not be talking about murder for 40% of a movie. I expect them to have better character development. Like,
Yeah,
I think she had great character development, but, like, Jerry just never coming around until all the way at the end was, like I was like, "What are we doing here?" Like, I don't know. It was weird, but I think that it was weird because they made it for kids, or they said that it was for kids, and they made the preview for kids. Like, the preview doesn't show any of the crazy shit. "We're gonna squish him, and we're
the
gonna
preview, I
and the
didn't
mask coming
understand
off," like
anything at all. Like, there's no in the preview. Like, do you even see Jerry? Do you even see like that? The whole point of her getting in the suit is to like go try and influence these animals. Like, I don't remember the trailer
No,
being like that.
I thought it was, like, to understand animals
I
better.
thought she
Maybe I
worked. I
misunderstood,
thought
but,
she
like
worked like with the science program and was like working with the Hopper program. That's what I thought from the trailer. I was like, oh, she's work. She just stole it from her. She was like, get me in this bitch. I'm gone. I'm using it now. Get fucked. Like that was so. I was like, what? Like, I don't know. It just felt like super. The timing of everything like felt like very like, oh,
I
I
think they
happen
just
to
set
be
an
here at
expectation
this
with the preview.
time. Like I happen to be, thank God I happen to be here right when my teacher was testing the hopper in the dam, and I happen to follow it in a van. Somehow I'm on a skateboard, I'm keeping up with a van to go to my
That part was
school
crazy. I thought about
and
that.
then break into the school, follow the beaver all the way to the lab to find out about this program. Like it's just like that felt very like, I don't know. It was just bad. Like it was just like again, it's another one of those movies where like I think it's fine for kids. Like personally, I don't think, maybe I am corrupted because I play video games where people are getting murdered 24/7, and I was playing shooting games since I was like 9 years old. So like I'm okay with death, but like I feel like if you're above the age of like 9 or 10, this movie's fine for you. Maybe it's not good for like a 5 or 6 year old, but you also have
I'm
to
not giving
think.
you
You also have to think 5 and 6 year
you're
olds now are just playing Fortnite.
you're barred.
No. 5 and 6 year olds now are just playing Fortnite on an iPad. They're playing games where you kill people.
I don't think I know any 5 or 6-year-old that is playing Fortnite.
What do you mean? Literally, JoJo plays Fortnite.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he watches Isaac play Fortnite.
That's not playing
Yes,
Fortnite.
but
He
then
just sits there
Isaac
and
gives him a
pretends he's playing.
controller that's disconnected and he pretends to play.
Because he's pretending to play with his older brother. He
Yes,
doesn't
but
actually
then the
understand
whole
the
point
concept
of the
of any of
game is
that.
you're shooting people with guns. So like
But he doesn't understand the concept of that. He doesn't even understand that you're killing people.
there's no way he understands you're killing people. He has to. Like you see someone die from a gun shooting them. You have to understand that that person's died. Like psychologically, you have to know that. Doesn't matter what age you are. You have to understand that you've just killed somebody. The point
You're
is,
getting off topic.
the point I'm making is, I think it's fine for kids. I just don't think the movies was that good. There was a lot. I didn't like the story for the most part. I thought some of the writing and acting was bad. The animation was okay, but it's not like there's some much better animated Pixar movies. Like I think Wally just looks better than this movie, period. And Wally's like 40 years old at this point. Like
I really like animation. Call me
Wally
crazy.
is beautifully stunning and it's literally 20 years old, and this movie is brand new and it doesn't look as good. Wally for like 15 years was used to test sound design, sound studios, and like literal like if someone was installing like a sound studio in a house and a television, they would use Wally to test it. And like this movie can't even, like, it doesn't even hold a light to it, and it's like 20 years like newer. Wally's old as shit now compared to it. So like
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
Wally's like a gem. Like you can't really compare any Pixar movie
But
to
what I'm trying to
Wally.
say is like they have like you have like I don't know. And just in the last like year or two, it's like in all the animated movies that have come out, like it's just like I don't know. We had K-pop Demon Hunter last year, and we have this now. Like what the fuck? Like it's not even
Well, that's not the
close.
is it the same studio?
No, no,
Well,
no. It's not the
Disney
same
didn't make
studio at all.
Oh,
K-pop Demon Hunter was Sony. But what I'm saying is like we had something like K-pop Demon Hunter come out last year. This movie is not even like Toy Story 5 is going to kill this movie in my opinion. I think it's going to be so much better. And I don't know.
yeah, I think
For
it's really good. It
Pixar,
looks really good.
Pixar to release 2 movies in a calendar year and this one be so like not the one. I'm like it's unfortunate. Like I give it like again, I would still recommend people to watch it because I don't think it's a bad movie. Like it's very difficult for me to look at you and say, "Hey, do not watch this movie. It is terrible."
Mhm.
It's like it has to be like M Night Shyamalan Avatar: The Last Airbender movie where I stood up and walked away. Like that's like one of the only movies I physically got up out of my seat and went to go ask for a refund. When they
Avatar: The Last
when
Airbender.
they airbended that little pebble across the screen, I was up and gone.
Earthbended.
Yeah, when they earthbended that little pebble across my screen, I got up and walked away and asked for my money back.
It
This
was sad.
movie,
Yep.
I'd recommend it, but it's a 3. It's a 3. Like Zootopia 2 came out last year. That movie was so much better than this. Like, are we getting like a renaissance where DreamWorks might be better than
I thought
Pixar now?
Zootopia 2 was this
That was last year.
this year.
It was last year. It was nominated for
It
an
wasn't.
Oscar, baby.
I don't remember. It's
But
not my
like,
job.
but Zootopia is DreamWorks, right? Or is that Disney? That also Disney? That's Disney, right?
No, it's Disney.
It's
It's
Disney.
Disney.
Like
Mhm.
where we're getting and again, that's another Walt Disney animation. It's like Big Hero 6. It's not Pixar. Like
What is?
Zootopia. Zootopia is not Pixar, but it's Walt Disney Animation.
Oh.
Because Pixar is a studio owned by Disney, but they also have Walt Disney Animation Studio, which is like another animation studio that makes stuff like Big Hero 6 and Zootopia.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. I'm just I don't know. I'm just not a fan. I didn't like it. It's a 3 though. It's a 3. It's not like a 2 point. Like it's not like a 5 out of 10. But it's like a 6, 7, maybe like 6.5.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I liked the plot. Honestly, it was kind of odd for a Disney plot for me, for the writing, because it's just not really the narrative that Disney has been pushing in the last few years. Like it has been a very what's the word? Uh liberal. I don't know if liberal is the right word, but like a very cons- nature conservative, not political conservative. Like a nature conservative movement and like everything is about conservation and global warming and all this stuff, which cool beans.
Isn't that the whole
But the
point of the movie?
movie but the movie was actually kind of like both ways because it was also showing how being either I don't know, this is how I interpreted it, but I saw like being either side of the extreme is not a good thing. Like Jerry is one side of the extreme, which obviously ends poorly, but also there's the other side of the extreme. Like she was trying to save this habitat and then ended up lighting the entire fucking forest on fire and almost burned down the city. So like,
So I think her issue was like a manipulation thing, right? Because like you kind of feel it
what?
when she gets pulled out of the the hopper suit and the king sees
Yeah, yeah,
her.
yeah.
I think hers was more of like, oh, I'm being like the people that were like that to me, when I was a kid. Um,
Okay.
and I think that was like her realization, and then the whole nature thing. So like there was like kind of like fault like 2 or 3 different like
There were a few plots.
socio-political conservation
Yeah.
things going on. Hers was like the way she was being treated and like how it like her grandmother and everything changed, and then how she kind of like was becoming the thing that was like against her when she was younger.
Mhm.
And then the whole like the whole like nature conservation thing with Jerry. Um, and then I think they found like a happy medium. Obviously, you know, it's a Pixar movie, everything's gonna end beautifully. Besides Encanto, where like it's kind of sad as fuck at the ending. But
Which to me, why is it sad at the ending? What?
I mean, it is. I mean, it ends happy and beautiful, but like in a way where it's like very sad
Why?
because the you like he like she dies
What are we talking about?
in Kanto.
Who dies?
Doesn't the mom die at the end of the movie, and she goes with her son or
The
her
mom?
dad,
What?
his
The
grandmother?
abuela?
Yes, she dies
Oh, I think I forgot she dies.
right at the end of the movie. But then everyone knows that her father is who he is,
She died?
and then she ends up leaving with him, or
What?
they walk down the path together. They like because they he connected the picture, right? I haven't seen this movie in a long time.
Honey, that's Coco.
That's what I meant. That's what
Oh
I
my
meant.
god.
That's what I meant. Not Encanto. Is Encanto even Disney? Pixar?
Yes.
Is Coco Pixar?
If I was this confused about Nolan films, you would slit my throat.
Is Coco
You would
Pixar?
have you would squeeze
Yeah,
my
Coco's
balls,
Pixar.
okay? Yeah,
Okay.
Coco's Pixar. We just did the Pixar ranking and Coco was on it.
And Encanto's not Pixar. Encanto's Pixar too.
No, it's not.
So
No,
that's
it's not.
I kept calling Coco Encanto. That's what I meant. That's my problem. But they're both Disney.
You're fired.
They're both
You're
Disney. They're both Disney. One is the Walt. Like, hey, I just mentioned another Walt
Was
Disney.
that your redemption? They're both Disney? Like, everything is Disney, what do you mean?
That's not true. There's DreamWorks movies
Oh,
and Sony
you sh
Picture.
no, I love you, DreamWorks, I'm just kidding.
The best animated movie of last year was K-pop Demon Hunter, and it was a Sony Picture
I
animation.
know, and it was
So
so
don't
good, it
ever.
was so good. That's not the point.
The
Wait,
point
come
I'm
back.
making is the ending of Coco was sad. Is what I meant to say. It was very sad. Like
But
sad in a
what were you
beautiful
saying?
way, but like it was sad.
But why but why were you saying that?
Oh, I just said that like in this movie, everything ended with a pretty bow because that's like the Pixar way. Even though, unless you're
Oh,
Coco, which ended, it was beautiful, but it ended very sad because she passed away.
okay, what I was gonna say is that, yes, you're correct, it did end like that. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm disagreeing that they ended it like that. Like, I don't think that it should have ended like that. I think it's okay to say that there are some people who would have still burned down that forest or cut down that forest to make the railway. I think that it would have been cool if, like, they figured out a way to change the law or, like, found a loophole in the legalness of the situation or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't think every movie needs to end like everybody, like, was able to compromise. Like, I
Yeah,
think that it's really cool and a beautiful idea. Like, in Inside Out, it makes perfect sense. Like, the emotions have to compromise because there's just no other way. You cannot just be anxious 24/7. I mean, you can, but, like, that's pretty miserable, and nobody wants to live like that. But, like,
Inside Out 2 would have been
in the
completely
real
different
world
because then she would have started taking a new emotion called anxiety medication.
literally, literally, that's Inside Out 3, okay? The SSRIs are coming. But in, it's gonna be like a
That
little
would be
talking
crazy
it's
if
gonna be like a little
a
pill.
little talking pill in her brain, and then Maya Hawk just like uh, just
I think it should be a battle between, like, an SSRI and Coke, and
okay,
it's just a
what?
little pile of Coke with eyes, and it's just like, "Look at me,
This
I'm
is
so
why you can't be
pretty," and
hired by Disney
SSRI's like,
Pix. This is why
"Yeah,
you
no,
can't be
they're
hired
never
by
they're
Pixar.
they're literally never gonna hire me." But you know what? That's okay, because I love them anyway.
I love them
Please
too.
hire
Pixar though,
um,
this was a miss, straight up. It was a miss.
this I don't think it was a great but that's what I was saying earlier, like, you have certain standards when you think of Pixar, you think of, like, The Incredibles, you think of Ratatouille, and you think of Inside Out, you have, like, of WALL-E, Up, like, you have a very not you, but, like, everybody, like, there's a very specific standard for Pixar.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even
I
put this in the
also
mid
think
tier.
that
Like this is a low tier Pixar movie. It's a
I also
it's a
think
high tier animated movie. Like it's well not high tier, but like it's like a mid tier animated movie. But for Pixar, it's a low tier movie. Like Pixar has such high like if you look at the best if you think of the best animated films of all time, Pixar probably has like four of the five best animated films of all time. Like,
I okay.
so
I agree with you.
it's such a mountain to climb that this movie in the Pixar library, I'd give it like a D.
That's what I was thinking earlier. That's why I moved it down to 3 because I was thinking of the ranking and
Like
I
it
was
would
like,
slot into like a D tier.
However, what was I forgot what I was gonna say. Dang, I forgot what I was gonna say, and it was a good point. That's okay.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it wasn't
Ready
it
or
just
not
is
to.
not a crazy it's not a okay. I will annihilate you. Speaking of annihilation,
Ready or not
Ready or Not
to's.
to
Do I go
it was
first?
actually it was actually really good. Yeah, you can go first
Since you went first on Hoppers.
since you're talking over me already.
That's unfortunate. This movie suffers from the not as good as the original, as the number one. Ready or Not
I
one.
gave you the finger and you missed
Oh,
it.
I saw it. I just ignored it.
Oh.
So the first
Well,
Ready or Not is better than the sequel. Step one. I apologize. Um, the problem with this movie is that I felt like I was telling you on the phone when we were talking is that I think they tried to be too comedic with it. The first one had very good comedic moments, but I felt like they felt more natural. In this movie, I think they tried to be too funny all the time, and it might have been a little bit too much to the detriment of the film. Um, I like the concept of the story, like the way it was, I quote unquote written, but some of the writing was bad because I felt like they tried to be too funny. But the storyline, the progression, I liked the concept around like now that they failed as the family, we need to now do this game where like all these families that were part of like this satanic cult need to close the loop of this girl being there, or she will then take ownership of everything, right? And they'll all die. Um, which I think, and then the whole relationship with her sister, I thought was interesting and done well because obviously she goes to the hospital and her emergency contacts her sister, and I like how her and her sister have that like, they both still loved each other, but they have that like hatred, kind of pseudo hatred because they kind of like both abandoned each other. Like one abandoned her, then because she abandoned her, she stopped talking to her, and then she always tried to reconnect. But you know what I mean? I thought that was great. I thought those two girls together were phenomenal. I love them as like a duo. I think Sarah Michelle Gellar, is that her name? The Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She was the blonde sister, the twins. Is
is that her name?
Sarah Michelle Gellar? I think it's her name. It's Buffy the Vampire
Sure.
Slayer, right?
Mhm.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
She's,
Yeah,
Daphne in Scooby Doo.
yeah, she's Daphne and Scooby Doo. That's how I know you're younger than me because I know her as Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is a TV
I
show
couldn't watch it.
from.
I know what it is, you doofus.
It's a yes from the '90s.
There was a meaner word coming out.
Old man.
Dickhole?
Oh, not what I was expecting. So
But old man works.
but yeah, I thought the casting selection was great. Elijah Wood as like the like like the the guy who like brought everyone together, kind of like the manager. I don't know what he would be considered. The guy that
It
was
was really cool.
always with the book.
He's
Um
like the oh my god, what is it called when somebody dies and that's
Commissioner,
the
whatever.
person No, what's it called when somebody dies and then that's the person who reads their will?
I don't know. He
I
was like
forgot what it's called,
he
but
was like
he was
the
kinda like that
arbiter.
character.
Let's call him an arbiter. I don't fucking know. But that guy, he was
Also,
I thought he
I
was
don't think he's
phenomenal.
related to any of them.
No, he's just like there. I don't know what the fuck. He's like part of like the clan grouping thing, and like just
There will be spoilers.
yes, of course. Um, I thought some of the deaths were cool, but like again, my biggest issue with the movie is that they tried to do too much comedy, and it felt unnatural. So if I was to rate this movie, I'd give it. So I like it better than Hoppers. So I want to give it. I gave Hoppers a 3. But it's nowhere near as good as Project Hail Mary, which I
I
gave a
don't know why
4.
I don't know why my face was surprised. I agree. It is definitely better than Hoppers.
So I have to give it like a 3.5, even though I want to kind of give it like a 3.3.
Okay.
because we only do half or full stars. So like I can't give it like
Well, yeah, but, like, you could give it, like, a 3.25. Give me, like, your honest one and give me your letterboxed one.
so a letterbox I would do two I would do 3.5. But if I was to give it like out of 10, my the way I would like to rate it is out of 100 because then I can get really granular, right?
Okay.
I can do like a s- like 67. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like a 68 type of vibe. Because I don't think it's a 70.
Okay, real quick. Do you remember the first one?
The first one I give like almost an 80.
Okay.
The first one
I
is
respect
almost an
that.
80. It's like 77. This is like 10 points worse than the first one, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So if you whatever my score for the first one was, remove 10 points. Like cuz I think the
Okay.
writing was the I guess it's the writing is the issue. Like because the hits for the comedic points just weren't hitting in my opinion
Okay.
as well. There was some really fucking funny moments in this movie though. Like the random explosions of people and shit, that stuff was funny.
Yeah.
There was some good
But they
funny,
were yeah.
but they just tried to do too much. They tried to do too
I
much.
like that they I like that they did the random explosions and the new rules, or not new rules, but the rules that got added that existed in the first movie, but we didn't get to see them happen because we didn't know any of the other family.
Yeah.
Not that they were added for this movie. I guess they what is it called? Retroactively existed.
You're talking about like the
But I did
like
like that addition because the explosions, because at the end of the first movie, that's the only time you see them. Like,
yeah.
it's like the big surprise ending, but then in this movie, they, like, used it throughout the movie. It was really cool. I also did like that touch. So what did you give it? 3.5?
I have to give it a 3.5. If it's a letterbox ranking, I have to give it a 3.5. Because I don't think
Okay,
I think it's better than Hoppers. But like again,
okay,
3.5 is too close to Project Hail Mary, in my opinion.
okay. I will give this I wanna give it a 4, but I'm probably going to give it a 3.5. I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5. To preface, mm, the first movie is a, like, 9.5 out of 10. Like, it is a 4.75 for me. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. Ready or Not, the first one. It is one of my all-time favorite movies. It was, like, female lead,
Uh-huh.
kick-ass, like, she was just genius. She is a brilliant Samara Weaving is a brilliant actor. She's one of my favorite actresses. She's actually doing another piece this year or next year, I think. Um, so I absolutely adore her. And also, I thought that the first movie just felt very original. Um, and it was a horror movie that didn't make me want to die and keep me up for 6 nights after. So I did appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
This movie, I agree, the comedic moments were not on par and they weren't well timed. Like, I don't know if it's like that they weren't well timed or if it's that they were just too much or too trying too hard. So like for example, I think the biggest like example I could take is the scene where she is fighting with the other lady and they got what is it called? Pepper sprayed? They pepper sprayed each other? And
Yes.
they're both fighting each other, but they're both fighting each other for a really, really, really long time, and, like, intermittently, like, it cuts between that does it not? Maybe I'm wrong. No, it does.
It
It
cuts
cuts
between
between that
her
and her
sister getting her
sister getting her ass
shit
kicked.
rocked, which
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah.
actually kind of hard to watch.
Which actually I was gonna say, which also that part was too much for me,
It was like too
and it was
guttural,
giving, like
like
it was, like,
abuse.
too
It
much,
was
like
giving me
yeah, it
like
was too
I was
much,
like
like,
I kind of want to
domestic
I wanted to
violence.
beat the shit out of that guy, which I guess is good
Yeah, yeah,
because it made
yeah.
me hate him more.
No, but I don't think but okay, but I think
I already hated
I'm
him.
really loud. I think that's what yes, exactly, and I think that is what the first movie did really well, is that it made, like, murder not you didn't have to think so hard about, like, somebody dying, like, it's just, like, they're dead, on to the next. You don't actually have to process, like, the pain and the violence and all of that stuff, whereas, like, in this movie, that scene where she is getting her shit rocked was like, "I am a man, and I" which by the way, for anybody watching, this is a fear that everyone in your life has, but when like, it was really hard to watch because it was so, what is the word? Like, visceral. Like, it's so, like, your
Yeah.
skin crawls. You feel like you're standing there watching her get her ass beat, which, to be fair, acting, 10 out of 10. I really felt like she was gonna die. But it was too much. Like, I think a good kick in the head, she's unconscious, we call it a fucking day, and we keep it rolling, but it was just like, bam, 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 bam,
It's
bam,
like
too much.
it's like you're cutting between like a funny moment where they're both getting pepper sprayed and like they're fighting, but like they're like kind of fighting, and to like in the middle of a hall and this adult man is just annihilating this young girl.
Yeah.
Is just fucking
Which
beating the living shit out of her, and then it's like
Yes.
pepper sprayed in the
Which
eye.
in the right which in the right movie, I think would be a great social commentary. So, like, for example, I wanna say it's called Queen and Slim, but I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's called Queen and Slim, and it's a movie, whatever, not gonna recap the movie, but there's this scene where there's a couple having sex in a car, and it's very graphic. It doesn't actually show any parts, but, like, it's pretty graphic, and it cuts intermittently between a young man, a boy, I don't really remember, it's a little bit vague in my mind, but a young, uh, black boy or man, I don't remember, but they're very young, is about to get killed, and I think he does get killed. But it cuts back and forth, and you cannot be happy for this couple having sex. Like, you watch people having sex in a movie and you're like, "Hey, get it on, period." Like, if it's, like, one of like, a love-making scene, you're like, "Hey, okay, period, period." Like, you're feeling the love. You can't watch it and sit through it because it keeps cutting back and forth with this kid who's, like, about to die. So it's, like, very daunting, and it's supposed to take you out of, like, the joy of having sex. You know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to be unsettling, it's supposed to make you uncomfortable, but that movie is a social commentary. Like, it is about sociocultural issues and norms and all of these things, whereas, like, yes, what's it called? Ready or Not has, like, patriarchy issues, but it's not, like, on the nose. Like, we don't need to watch him beat the shit out of a young woman on screen in front of our face for several minutes to know, like, okay, this guy is very violent and wants women to be his bitch. You know what I mean? Like, it just felt very unnecessarily violent for that caliber of movie where, like, it's a comedy horror movie and then here's, like, this
Yeah,
super
it's
powerful scene that just makes you wanna crawl in your own skin. On the other hand, the funny moments were very funny, like the kid who doesn't speak English, the son. Well, whatever. I think that he was really funny.
the
And,
kid who doesn't speak English, the son.
yeah, the kid who's, like, he speaks Spanish and his dad
Oh,
dies.
the okay, the dad with the sniper, the daughter who was supposed to marry her husband that was part of the family,
Yes.
and she had the fucking rocket and rocketed backwards. Okay,
No, 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 the other one. Wait,
yeah, yeah,
maybe you're right.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
He comes in with
that
the
kid.
double pistols. What up, Rico?
Yes, yes, him. He was really funny, and then the one where, okay, so, like, the perfect example of what I'm talking about is the husband who wrote his wife in as the
That guy was fucking hilarious. That Indian
he was
dude,
so funny.
is he
He was
Indian?
so yeah,
He's the two
I don't
brothers,
know.
right?
I'm gonna say yes. He is so funny. Also, I've seen him in something else, and he is very, very funny. He was really, really funny in this role. Comedic timing, amazing. Like, he did amazing. And they showed that, like, patriarchal issue with that. Like, he signs it over, and then he ends up losing anyway
Yeah. What was him
without
at the
having to
end where
show
he's
him
like,
beating the shit
"I
out of his
I
wife.
destroyed my pact. I'm leaving," and then right in front of them, he explodes at the end.
Yeah, that
Was
was so
fucking
funny.
funny.
It was so funny.
For the
Also,
also the black, the fits, fire at the end, the fire, the black dress with
oh,
the
yeah,
sus
well,
fuego. I'm sorry, I fuck
I
with.
think everybody, I know, and the chair and the microphone and the bedsheet. I think everybody
Well,
looked
you
amazing at
can
the
be
end.
excessive.
I don't know how I felt about you're excessive. I don't know how I felt about the makeup because they look so clean at the end of the movie. They look, like, fine. Like, that girl got her shit rocked, the other one got stabbed, and they're fine. Like, they have a few nicks and cuts, and they're ready to get married. I just thought that was very strange. I did also like the twist at the end. I thought that it was a good twist similar to the first movie, where it's kind of like semantics, Like in the first movie, they like just make it to Dawn when she's about to die,
Yeah,
and then it's just like, "Phew," and then they're all like, "Oh no, like she made it. What's gonna happen now?"
and they all
And
start
then in this
exploding.
movie yeah, and then in this movie, like, I like how they tell her how she needs to survive, and then that's literally what happens. Like, he literally tells her whatever the secret was, like, "Oh, it's like the bloodlines, like, we can be related legally and not bloodline, and then you won't explode." And then that's literally what happens to her in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was good. The end was a bit much for me also, the whole demonic like, I thought that
yeah,
it was very
it was a
it was a
little.
lot.
Yeah, I agree. I
It was
agree.
I thought it was funny. There was, like, this part where there was, like, a goat that just, like, phew. I thought that was really funny, but it just, like, dragged on for a long time, and then the demon guy is just sitting in the chair. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
also, like, I'm Christian, so it's kind of
yeah,
we're
same.
Christian, so it's a little it's a little touchy for me. But all in all, I think that it was a wonderful movie.
Yeah.
Like, I think that I also
Well,
don't think that it topped the first one, but I think that it was a good sequel.
no.
Like, if there was a 3rd movie, I would watch it based off of this movie. Like, I would not be turned off of a 3rd movie from this movie.
So in my
Does that make
opinion,
sense?
it's not a bad movie. I don't think it's a good sequel. What I only consider good sequels things that are better than the original.
Okay, I don't agree.
For it to be a good sequel, that means it had to have amplified the first one and done better. It had to be a better movie. But it being a good movie is fine. I think it's a good movie. I just don't think it's a good sequel because it's not better, in my
I don't
opinion.
think it
That's
okay.
how I
Okay,
consider
this
a good
is
sequel.
I didn't know that.
So we're gonna play the game blind ranking again this week, and you're gonna blind rank sequels. You're gonna blind rank 5 sequels. I have only selected sequels that I consider are good because I think they're better than
Oh,
the original movie, than the one that came before.
okay, I would like to say 2 things. You will also be ranking them even though they're not blind for you.
Yeah, I'll rank them after you.
And I just wanna clarify that I don't see sequels like that. I think sequels are just movies that build off the first movie well. They don't have to supersede the first movie, in my opinion, but I think that they build off well. Like, I think this movie was not like they had to come up with something crazy. Like, they brought out the extended family, there were still, like, the same rules applied, they introduced a new rule, but, like, the people still explode. I like that they expanded on that. I like how,
How they can't kill each
they
other was
explored the
interesting, and that's how they
Yeah,
used the Asian lady to kill. They used the Asian
yeah,
lady
yeah.
to kill the Spanish guy, and then she explodes.
I thought that was cool. I do wish that there would have been a little bit more last little thing. I do wish that there would have been a little bit more mechanical genius on her part, considering in the first movie, she thought of, like, these very
Elaborate things. Yeah,
brilliant Yeah, like, there's, like, a part where she gets in the thing that they send the food? Wait, am
yeah.
I thinking right?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
she does. What is that called? Where they put the food and then they send it they close the
An
thing and they send it.
elevator.
No. Yeah, it's like a
It's
food
like a food
elevator, but
delivery
it's not.
elevator. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, I forget what it's
It's
called,
some
but
rich people
whatever.
shit. It's some rich
It is
people
some
shit.
rich people. It's some old money shit that neither
Mm.
of us will ever know in our
Yeah,
lives.
it's like the
But
kitchen is down below, so they would use that to deliver it up to whoever's serving the
yeah,
food.
they
Yeah.
put it in, they close the
No,
thing, and then
yeah, I
they
know exactly.
whatever,
I
and then
think it's like a
it
food
goes.
delivery. It's like a
A cater, isn't it?
it's like a
Isn't it called a cater waiter? No. I know what it's called, whatever. She gets in
food
that and
delivery elevator. This is what Google is for.
what'd she say?
A small specialized freight elevator designed for a dumbwaiter.
Yes, a dumbwaiter. That's why I said cater waiter. It's a dumbwaiter.
Yeah, it's a small freight
Um,
elevator that or lifted intended to deliver food. Yeah,
yeah, it's like they use it in White House Down when he's, like, hiding in the thing, whatever. That
rich white people shit.
Like, that she in that, she goes into the barn, like, I feel like they had this whole property, and they didn't really do, like, any of the secret shit that they usually do. They went into, like, a huge dining hall, a huge conference room, they went into the they went outside, like, 7 times. I was like,
W-
"Stop going out there."
Well, the first one there isn't a lot of setup. It's very like the first one. It's like very oh shit, this is happening to me. You're like it's a
Yeah.
beautiful wedding. They go to sit down and play a game. The game is hide and seek. Good luck. We're gonna kill you. We have to. And it's like crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a crazy concept, right? And it's a lot. The whole thing about the first one is that it's like so shock value. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I think that adds to how good the movie is. The second one, you already went through the first one, and the biggest issue is they have to develop all this information around these families before the movie even before that game even starts. So we get a lot of like these
Okay.
people. We have to explain the game and all this other shit and how it's expanding and the whole thing where they pull the sister and her and
Yeah,
they're
that makes sense.
so there's a lot of like exposition that needs to be built on because of what happened in the first movie. The first movie had the ability to not have to give you this exposition because that was like the key aha thing in the first movie.
Right, 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 right.
So now you have to build all this exposition because of what happened in the first movie,
I also think
which I think is a detriment to
you
this film as well, which is bad.
you mentioned this. The sister,
Yeah,
I like her as an actor.
she's
I
an
think that
Ant-Man.
she did a good job. I think they give her a little bit too much. Yeah, isn't she like the
She's the daughter.
daughter?
She's Ant-Man's
Yeah.
daughter.
I think they gave her like too much try hard material, but I do like her as an actor and an actress, and also I don't think that they should have made them sisters. I don't think that they have like enough chemistry. I think that it would have been cool if they were like longtime best friends and then they had a falling out, but she was still the emergency contact for everything because I don't know, maybe that's like the only person that stayed close to her for a long time, blah blah blah. And then this was sort of them like reuniting. And it literally could have been the same thing, except it would have made some things would have been easier for me to swallow. Like
I disagree with all this,
when
by the
they
way.
leave
I
really,
think
when
that
they
the sisters are good. I think it's good.
every time you say something in this episode, my face is like, um yeah, no, I did not like the sisters. I think that the writing would have flowed, the material would have flowed better if they were best friends or like estranged best friends or cousins or something. I just think for to be sisters was like and then grow up really close and then she leaves and then she hates her and then blah blah blah. Like it was just too much.
That was my favorite part of the movie. Their development
That they're
together, their
sisters?
relationship, their development, their whole thing. That's what I like the most about the movie. I thought that they did
I'm very
a good job
impressed.
writing that. I think the rest of the shit around it was a little too much.
Okay.
And I think they had great chemistry together. I thought it was like, oh, I'm the little sister, but like I'm okay without you. I didn't need you, even though I told you not to leave me. Like I turned out so well, even though she didn't at all. It was all like lying. I thought that was like I thought that was all good.
I
My
thought it was
opinion.
good material. I just didn't I don't like.
I don't like.
That's where we're at.
I don't like. Okay.
And that's what I got.
So what did you give it? A 3.5?
3-5, yeah.
So we both gave it the same score. Well, look at us. Look at us. Look at us.
In agreeance
Giving
for
it
the
a
first time
3
ever.
and a 3 to Hoppers and a 3.5 to this movie. Look at us. Look at us. Look at
Ka-chow.
us.
Ka-chow.
Um
Did we both give Hoppers a 3?
yeah, I ended up having to give Hoppers a 3.
I'm
Uh
impressed.
well, that is the end of our two reviews. It
Yay.
is time to play a game. A
Okay.
game blind ranking. Are you ready? Today
Yeah.
you will be blind ranking 5 sequels. You will not know what they are. You have to put them 1 through 5.
Okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are these all sequels I've definitely seen?
I know you've seen every single one of these.
Okay.
Coming in at number 1, Toy Story 2.
4. Oh, I'm sorry. 2. I did it backwards.
Okay, you scared the hell out of me. I almost got up and left. I would have stood up and left. So you put
And
Toy
goodbye.
Story 2 at 2.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight. Be careful what you say right now.
Like 4. Sorry. I love you.
Finding Dory. There's only
This is
one
one of my favorite.
there's only one right answer. But I will give you can say whatever you want.
I'm gonna say 3 because that is one of my favorite movies. I want to give it 1, but that's like one of my favorite sequels of all time. 3.
Top Gun Maverick. You only
Damn.
have 5 and
What?
1.
I know. Shit. I should have put Dark Knight at 5. Um,
What?
1.
Should have put Finding Dory at 5.
Oh, fuck. What 1?
So number 5 is Dune Part 2.
Oh. No, I don't agree, but that's okay.
So your
I'm
blind
I'll give
ranking
it.
is Top Gun Maverick, Toy Story 2, Finding Dory, The Dark Knight, and Dune Part 2.
Okay. It
Would you
should
like
have
to know the
been.
right way that this should have been distributed? I can tell you the right way.
Go ahead.
Believe it or not, number 1 is actually correct. I think
Dune.
it's Top Gun Maverick. That is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's done by the same cinematographer that did F1.
That's crazy.
1 is Top Gun Maverick. 2 is The Dark Knight.
What am I
3
hearing?
is Toy
What's
Story
wrong?
2.
This is wrong already.
4
I can't
is
believe you said
Dune
that.
Part 2.
Get Christopher Nolan on the phone right now.
5 is Finding Dory.
Incorrect. False information.
What?
Okay, it should have been Toy Story 2,
No. No.
number 1, number 2, Top Gun Maverick, number 3,
The Dark Knight?
Dune Part 2,
Over The Dark Knight?
number 4, Finding Dory, number 5, The Dark Knight. Yeah, rip out your eyes, babe. It's gonna be okay. Take 'em
They
out.
what'd you give 1 to? Toy Story 2? Okay, that's
Yeah.
respectable for you because you're a Pixar shill.
Also, that's like
Stroking
a
out?
that is a yeah, so sorry. That is a proper sequel. Like, that is main characters stay main characters, we add on new main characters, everybody has so much character development, there is past tense, there is present tense, there's what is it called? Foreshadowing, there's action, comedy, drama, like, there is everything.
Dune Part 2?
And
The
nostalgia.
Dark Knight?
What about Doom Part 2?
I'm just saying.
I put it at number 3.
No,
I
no,
did
no.
pretty
You
good.
put it higher than me. I
Give me
gave it
some credit.
4.
Give me some credit.
I gave Dune Part 2 4
Yeah, you're a
because
loser.
Top Gun Maverick is one of the best movies to ever exist.
I put Top Gun Maverick on top of it.
Eh,
Wait. Yeah,
yes,
I
it should be
did.
1.
No, it shouldn't. Top
Yes.
Gun Maverick is not a better sequel than Toy Story 2. Can you hear yourself right now?
First of all, it's like 30 years of space between the first one and the second one.
We're talking about Jesse and Bullseye, okay? There are high stakes.
It's literally his best friend who died, best friend and partner who died, son, who's Miles Teller.
Matthew, if anybody knows that Top Gun is special, it's me. It's Miles fucking Teller. Obsessed, obviously. But then you have Tom Hanks and you have Alan, what's his face? Alan, whatever his face is.
Oh my
Tim
God,
Allen.
Tim Allen. I was like, I kept wanting to say
Oof,
Woody
that
Allen, but
was
I was like,
rough.
that's a director.
That was rough.
I kept wanting to say Woody
Yeah,
Allen. I was like, nope.
Tim Allen, Tom Hanks. You have like one of the best animated movies of all time, Top Gun. Be so for real.
I'm sorry. This might be a thing of mine, but like, even a
Animated movies are less.
yeah,
I knew it was
it's
coming.
very difficult for an animated movie to be perfect, like in comparison to
Which I
like a
think is
real movie.
so crazy for you to say considering how much you love anime, which we will be getting into another day. Because I think that's crazy.
Yeah, but
You love
like
anime.
a 10 out of 10 animated movie, it's not, if I put it against like non-animated movies, it's hard to feel, for me, it's hard to feel like the emotion that a human can give me visually in comparison to like an animated character. Unless the animated characters
Okay.
are meant to look very real. You know what I mean?
Like Avatar.
Like Avatar, but that's not an animated movie. That's a it's
But
it
they're CGI.
yes, but it's different. I don't know. Avatar is similar to like a video game where like yeah, I guess they look more realistic where it's like you can it's more
No, no,
connective.
no. I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. Like, Woody is not gonna be able to do the same facial expressions that Tom Hanks is. He's just not. But
Yeah.
I think the voice acting is so, so, so phenomenal that I feel it. Like, in Toy Story 2, I cry every time Jessie is that, like, song what is it called? "When Somebody Loves Me."
Yeah. No,
That
yeah, like
shit makes me
I
cry
cry
every
in
single
there's so
time.
many animated movies that make me cry. But
Elemental?
Your Name, I think I've cried
Yeah,
more
no,
in
that's what I'm saying,
animated
that's
movies
anime.
than I've done in real movies.
Because they're beautiful, and they connect
But
you to your childlike wonder, and then it squashes it.
besides Interstellar, that might be the most crying I've ever done in my life. I literally got a
That movie
I got a TikTok clip of Interstellar yesterday when
tear.
when he goes to his daughter and she's like old as shit and she's like
That
and she says because he my daddy told me he'd come back and I was just like ugh! It was like 1 in the morning I was
did you
crying.
actually cry?
It's like 1 in the morning and I'm crying in bed. I'm like, "Why would you do this to me?"
But, like, I can't even enjoy that movie, like, it's so emotionally distressing that it's not even like,
It's so fucking
no.
beautiful. It's
It's so
it
awful.
is the
It's so god
greatest
awful.
Christopher Nolan movie. Period. Anyone, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Side
Okay.
note, side note, this is a completely off the tangent thing. I love Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan is my favorite director of all time. He is one of the best directors of all time. Period. Across the board, not questionable. I liked Barbie more than Oppenheimer.
Oh, yeah, we did just watch
I had
Barb
never
well,
watched Barbie, right?
I have,
I watched Oppenheimer 4
a
times.
lot.
I we just recently because I made her watch Dune Part 1 and 2. She was like, "You're gonna watch Barbie," and I was like, "Sure." Ryan Gosling. This isn't a punishment. So I watched it. The acting in Oppenheimer
Gosling.
is better, obviously, but the concept and story and like the execution of everything in Barbie was so fucking good. I I still think that Oppenheimer deserved the Oscar for Best Picture that year, but personally, personally, I'd rather watch Barbie again than watch Oppenheimer. Personally,
Oppenheimer was so what's the word? Boring?
Oppenheimer, a lot of his shit is just exposition. It's a lot of talking, but it's
It's
done
so much
so
exposition, and
well. It's beautiful. It's fucking so good.
there's like 12 shades of gray on the color palette.
But I do love gray and black, and
Ah, we're
and
aware.
it's a lot of that, as you can see.
I yeah, yeah.
But
It's actually a little bit too much.
yeah, I think that I don't know, man. I just like I might have to rewatch Oppenheimer, but
'Cause it's beautiful.
the
It's a
nuke at the
beautiful
end, the
movie.
nuke at the end is so fucking dog shit. It pisses me off. I was so upset. You got me so
Whereas the nuke at the end of Barbie.
she has a vagina now.
Oh,
Yeah,
I forgot that happened. I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
but yes,
I was like, "Ah, he's gonna get us canceled. This will be the last episode."
she got a vagina. She stopped being a doll.
He did. I wanna go to the gynecologist.
But yeah, that is the end of the episode. I said some
Thank you so much
controversial
for
shit. It was
watching.
great.
Thank you so much for washing.
Washing.
Yes. Thank you so much. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok with the same handle. And let us know if you want to review anything. And what else you got?
Let us know what you guys thought of Ready or Not 2 and Hoppers. And
Oh, that part.
next week we will be reviewing the drama. And I don't know if we should do 2 separate episodes for the drama and Mario
Super
Galaxy
Mario.
because I
We'll
feel like
figure it
they're
out.
both very big movies, like massive films. Like one is going to be a massive film and one is going to I think be like a very like Oscar nominated film with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. I think that movie's the way it looks is going to have a lot of noms just
I'm
because of
so
the way it
excited.
is. And I think
So
Mario
excited.
Galaxy is going to be like one of the biggest movies of the year just because of how big the first one was. And the cast is great and
Okay.
everything. So we might do 2 episodes. Well, we might do them one week after another. if we have
We'll
time,
keep you guys
yeah,
updated.
we'll let you guys know. Peace.
Peace and love. Go to the movies.